Hello, friends. Uh, Myself, Dr. Rakesh Agrawal. I am editor Insurance Times, a leading monthly journal on insurance in India, being published since last 40 years. Today, I will deal with a very important topic on health insurance, and I'll try to demystify some concepts related to health insurance. Often, people don't understand the jargons of health insurance and are unable to take full advantage of health insurance and are often confused. So, in today's session, I will attempt to present the concept in a simple language to clear your doubts in purchasing health insurance policy. In today's session, uh, we would learn about why health insurance is important, what are the basic policy coverages and exclusions, add-on covers available in health insurance, fine prints to look in health insurance, and important do's and don'ts which you must take care while purchasing a health policy. With the continuous rise in prices of healthcare expenses in our country and ever increasing instances of new diseases, health insurance has become a necessity. Health insurance helps in providing people with a much needed financial backup for medical emergencies. And with the rising climate change, lifestyle of people, new health hazards, health insurance has become inevitable. The healthcare insurance are becoming so costly that it is almost going beyond the budget of a normal household. And in case of multiple instances of medical emergency, it can be a huge financial setback. So though some people may have financial backup, but still everyone needs to buy insurance for all unforeseen medical expenses. I have seen families who have become bankrupt due to the after effect of a single disease like cancer. So the only solution is to have a full insurance coverage for the entire family. Health insurance is a type of insurance coverage that pays for medical expenses incurred by the insured. Health insurance can reimburse the insured for expenses incurred from illness or injury or from any accident. Here are a few definitions which will help to understand the concept better. The term health insurance relates to a type of insurance that essentially covers your medical expenses. A health insurance policy, like other policy, is a contract between insurer and an individual in which insurer agrees to provide a specified health insurance cover for a particular premium subject to terms and conditions specified in the policy. So in simple terms, health insurance is a mechanism that protects an insured against financial loss resulting from medical treatments. Or you can say a policy that pays for healthcare services required for treating illness or injury or for maintaining good health. Now, what is the need for health insurance? So I will list out some of the major reasons for buying a health insurance policy. The first one would be changing lifestyle. The change in our lifestyle has made us more prone to a wide range of health disorders. Hectic work schedules, wrong eating habits, quality of foods, rising level of pollution has increased the risk of developing health problem. So health insurance has become important more than before. Again, the human life is unpredictable. Even if you are healthy now and exercise regularly, you can be caught off guard by unexpected illness or injury. Just take the case of corona. Just by simple touching, it can spread and it can create havoc. So the young people are getting severe diseases is not very uncommon now. And we have seen in case of corona deaths, many young people have died. Rising medical cost. If you see the scenario within last few years, the medical cost is rising exponentially. So in case of a medical emergency, consumers end up spending their life savings, which takes a toll on their budget. So it is better to be prepared to cover those rising medical costs. Coverage of pre and post hospitalization expenses. So the health insurance policy covers the expenses of OPD and diagnostic tests incurred before and after post hospitalization. The healthcare policy covers expenses incurred before 30 days and post 60 days of hospitalization. This limit of 60 days may vary from company to company. But usually, first 30 days of the expenses that you incur, maybe in medical test or in any other thing recommended by the doctors, are all covered. Again, for safeguarding future earnings, health insurance is very important. So if you have a health insurance, your current earning will not be affected, as the cost will be borne by the insurance company. Health coverage can help you to limit your out-of-pocket expenses, protect your assets, and even safeguard your future earnings. So you have that peace of mind that in case of emergency, your future earning will not be disturbed. Then provide best treatment. So the treatment costs vary from hospital to hospital depending upon the quality of treatment. For a same treatment, the cost may differ very widely if you choose a good hospital. So if you are covered by health insurance, you can opt for better quality healthcare. And negligence in medical world cannot be denied. So you should take a very good care while getting admitted to a health hospital. Income tax benefit. This should not be the reason for taking health insurance, but still, if you are paying for health insurance and if you are getting benefit, you should avail the benefits. So the payments made towards health insurance premium are also eligible for tax deductions under Section 80D of the Indian Income Tax Act. Individuals up to 60 years of age can claim a deduction of up to 25,000 for the health insurance paid for themselves or for their spouse or children. One can claim another rupees 50,000 as deduction if you buy health insurance cover for your parents aged 60 years and above. So you should take full advantage of the income tax benefit available in the health insurance policy. Now I come to inadequate health insurance. Inadequate health insurance is just like having a insurance, not having insurance. Insurance that needs to be taken exactly depends on the current earning capacity of the person and the amount he can afford towards health insurance without disturbing his routine expenses. So every individual must set out a budget which he can afford to forego every year and must take health insurance accordingly. However, he must ensure that the amount of policy is enough to cover the medical expenses. In any case, there should not be an underinsurance. Having an underinsurance is just like not having an insurance. So it is a strict no-no to have underinsurance. Now say a major operation that costs rupees 2,50,000 and you have purchased the policy for only rupees 50,000. So this policy will not serve the purpose of having health insurance, as you will have to arrange the balance amount for the treatment from your own pocket. And the hospital will ask you to first arrange the money and then only treatment would be started. So ultimately, you don't get the advantage of having a health insurance. So better you should have an adequate health insurance, which should cover your standard medical expenses. So now what is the amount of health insurance cover that you must have? Ideally, we see that an amount of around 3 lakhs for a middle class person is reasonable for health insurance coverage. Now, but it depends on your earning and the amount you can afford for the purchasing the policy. But in my personal view, in looking to the medical expenses in the current scenario, everyone must have a minimum cover of rupees 5 lakhs. My advice would be to take a basic health insurance cover of 5 lakhs and purchase a top-up policy. We shall discuss about the top-up policy a bit later. And along with this, you can also opt for various add-on features that are available in health insurance policies. So, is health insurance a wasteful expenditure? In case of health insurance, the amount of premium paid is not refunded if a person does not suffer from any disease during the year. I know a person who used to get very sad at the end of the policy period that he has wasted all the premium and he has not suffered from any disease. So indirectly, he would have, if he would have suffered any disease, he would have been a bit happy that his insurance premium has been utilized. But I definitely don't agree with this person, and hope you will also certainly not feel happy that you have suffered from any disease. So that gentleman did not calculate that he suffered from any disease, he would have been hospitalized and may have been off from work for 15 days or more, or maybe any period of time. So this would have certainly affected his earning and his business. So you should consider medical premium expenses as maintenance cost of living a healthy life. And in no circumstances it can be a wasteful expenditure. Just to take an example, suppose a person pays rupees 50,000 for a cover of 3 lakhs as premium of 5 years and nothing happens to him. So in total he pays rupees 75,000 premium in 5 years. Now in 6th year he is hospitalized for heart disease and the hospital bill comes to rupees 2,80,000. So now you decide whether he would be gainer or loser. So health insurance is a must for everyone, and in no circumstances you should avoid this. So now what about having multiple covers from insurance company? Sometimes people take 2 policies from different companies of different sum insured. However, we need to understand that even if you have multiple covers, you will get only the actual amount. Now suppose you take one policy from X insurance company for 2 lakhs and Y insurance company for rupees 1.5 lakhs. And if anyone suffers from disease and the amount of claim is 75,000, he will get a total claim of only 75,000. So he will not get a separate claim from each of them. So if he has a claim of rupees 2,30,000, then only 2 companies will share the proportionate claim amount. But this would be a cumbersome affair as you need to submit original documents to the main insurance company. So it is better advised, instead of purchasing health insurance from 2 separate companies, just take a bigger amount from one insurance company. And don't opt for multiple covers. Let us now discuss about the types of health insurance plans available in the market. Individual health insurance plan is a type of health insurance that covers health expenses of an insured individual. These policies pay for surgical and hospitalization expenses of an insured individual till the cover limit is reached. Cover limit means, say, if you have a policy of 3 lakhs and in any one instance 2 lakh is used for hospital expenses, then for the remaining period of policy you can use only 1 lakh. So the premium for an individual plan is decided on the basis of medical history and the age of individual buying the plan. The next variant is family floater health insurance plan. So if a person wants to buy health insurance for his entire family, which may include his spouse, children and parents, in a single plan, then he should go for a family floater policy. In general, I would advise everyone to go for this family floater plan only, instead of opting for individual health insurance plan, as this family floater plans are much cheaper. So any family member covered under the policy can claim in case of hospitalization and surgical expenses. So it is quite unlikely that at a point of time, all the family members will suffer from hospitalization or disease. So and also the premium for family floater is determined on the basis of age of the eldest member of the family of the person covered. So now suppose if you take a floater policy of 5 lakhs, and if any member of family needs hospitalization, he is covered up to 5 lakhs, and it is much cheaper in comparison to health insurance plan, individual health insurance plan. The third variant is group health insurance cover. So group health insurance plans are bought by an employer for his employees. The premium in group insurance is lower than the individual health insurance policy, and the group health insurance plans are usually standardized in nature and offer the same benefits to all employees. The advantage of group insurance is that in many cases it covers pre-existing diseases also, and in some policies it also covers maternity expenses. So group insurance is also a good idea to have insurance. Let's briefly see the policy coverage. The health insurance policy pays for the room and boarding expenses, nursing expenses, fees for surgeon, physician, specialists, and any amount incurred for OT, surgical appliances, X-ray, dialysis, and all related expenses with the hospitalization. So the following are some of the exclusions under the policy. This is a very important part, because in a health insurance policy, rather than seeing the coverage, you must see the exclusion part first. What things are not covered in the policy, because most of the times there is a dispute related to the things excluded in the policy. So usually all the policies exclude pre-existing diseases. IRDA, the insurance regulator, has given a standardized definition of pre-existing disease. So under and apart from this, under the first year of the policy, any claim during the 30 days from the date of cover sickness is not covered. And this is not applicable to accident or injury claims. That is payable from day one. But in case of normal policy, you will not be paid for a, you cannot claim for the first 30 days. And during the first year of cover, some of the disease mentioned as cataract and hernia, hydrocele, fistula, they are also not covered. Then cost of aspects, contact lenses, beautification or cosmetic surgery, treatment relating to pregnancy or naturopathy treatment are not covered under the policy. And you must be careful. This is not a standard list. This may differ from company to company. So just have a very good look while taking a policy, what things are excluded in the policy. So as discussed before, along with the basic health insurance plan, you can also go for a top-up policy. A top-up health insurance policy is the add-on health insurance policy cover that extends the health insurance coverage. So instead of buying a fresh insurance policy to increase the cover amount, a person can opt for top-up health insurance plan. So the advantage of this scenario is that if the extra amount is available at a very nominal cost. Top-up policy can be simple top-up or super top-up. So in case of single top-up, you can claim under the policy just for one time. But in case of super top-up, the claims can be lodged multiple number of times. So there will be no limit in terms of amount claimed. Now let's just quickly see an indicative premium under the top-up policy. So if you take a standard cover of 10 lakhs premium, would be around 45,000, and for 25 lakh the premium would be around say 80,000. This is just an indicative premium, not exactly measured. And if you see the second row, the premium for top-up policy for the balance amount of 7 lakhs is only 7,000 rupees. So you get a basic policy plus top-up policy for only rupees 32,000. And in case of super top-up, it is 25 plus 15, say 40,000. So it is quite, top-up policy, the premium is quite cheap. And instead of going for a big amount in the standard policy, you should always go for a top-up policy. And the top-up policy can be bought from the same insurance company or any other insurance company. For example, you purchase basic health insurance plan from company X, and again you can buy top-up policy from company Y. Here are some add-on covers that can be added to the policy, and which helps to increase the features available in the policy. So on payment of some extra premium, you can take add-on coverage along with the main policy. The first one is room rent waiver. So the room rent waiver, with this health insurance rider, you can increase the sub-limit provided for hospital room rent under your policy, or opt for no sub-limit on room rents. For example, if you have a policy for rupees 3 lakhs, and the insurance company specifies that they will pay only 1% of sum insured. So in usual case, what will happen? You will be getting only rupees 3,000 reimbursement in case of any claim. But if you opt for this room rent waiver, then that limit of 1% will not apply. And again, this room rent cap is not in all insurance companies. So it may depend on company to company, and some companies may not have any cap. Maternity cover. So this rider covers all expenses related to pregnancy and childbirth, which are excluded in a normal policy. In some, as I said earlier, in some group policy it is covered, but normally it is excluded, and you can take it as an add-on cover. Third is hospital cash. So when a person is hospitalized, there are many miscellaneous expenses, and usually, as I said, insurance companies exclude lot of items under the policy. So this hospital cash add-on provides you daily cash to ensure to manage such expenses, and they don't ask for any specific region where the expenses have been incurred. So the system of this policy is, say you need to take this, you select some insured of your own. For example, you can select a daily cash of say 2,000 per day. So in case of hospitalization, say if any person is hospitalized for 5 days, so he will be paid 10,000, 2,000 per day into 5, irrespective of amount he incurs. And this amount we can select as per our budget. It can be say 10,000 per day can be selected. Now it depends how much premium we are willing to pay. Critical illness. There are certain specific illnesses whose treatment can turn out to be very costly. Some of the disease include cancer, organ transplant, paralysis, stroke. So by paying some extra premium, additional cover for this critical illness can be taken. So if ever diagnosed with critical illness, the full amount is paid at the time of diagnosis. So for example, if a person is diagnosed with cancer and he submits his report to the insurance company, and if he has purchased this add-on cover, then suppose he has taken an additional cover of 10 lakhs. So then company will immediately reimburse him rupees 10 lakhs. They will not wait for the treatment. And this amount can be very helpful to all companies. Recently, you must have heard LIC has started a cancer policy. So that is also quite a good policy. It can be taken. Last one is personal accident. So this add-on provides compensation for all kinds of accidental injuries sustained by an individual, including disability, death. Say for an example, in case of an accident, a person may be bedridden for 3 months. So he will be facing a loss of earning, and also for that he can take a personal accident cover. So apart from this rider, you can also go for an individual personal accident policy, and maybe say a minimum of 15-20 lakhs, and the premium is quite low in personal accident policies. Maybe say for a policy of 10 lakhs personal accident, the premium would be something around 1500 or so. So it is always advisable to have a separate personal accident policy. Here are few more add-on covers. The first one is zone upgrade. Now, this add-on allows the insured individual to avail the additional financial assistance depending on the zone where he's seeking treatment. For example, India is divided into several zones. The premium differs from zone to zone. For example, in Calcutta, the premium is bit less, and if you go to Mumbai, treatment is bit more costly. So on that basis, they have divided into various zones. Now you can upgrade this zone also, so that if you go to any other place also, you are not affected by the amount of treatment. Ayush treatment cover. Under this add-on, you will receive financial coverage for alternative treatment methods like Ayurveda, Yoga, Unani, Siddha, and homeopathy. Next comes health insurance plus investment plans. As I said earlier, health insurance are basically annual policy. Once you give a premium, it expires at the end of the period, and you don't get any refund if you don't incur any hospitalization expenses. But some companies have launched this new variant, which includes an investment option also. So many life insurance companies have launched new health insurance plans, which are a combination of both health and investment. So a person can get a regular health cover and also a maturity amount at the end of the chosen policy tenure. So this can be taken as an add-on cover, or you can separately buy it from any life insurance company also. Pre-existing illness clause. As I said, the pre-existing diseases are excluded from the policy. So for that, add-on cover can be purchased from the health insurance company for the temporary period. So for those expenses to be covered, the person has to stay continuously insured for a period of 2 to 4 years. And besides this, there may be some other add-on which are being launched by various companies from time to time. You can just have a look while purchasing the policies, the add-on covers that they provide. Now, on a lighter note, so who needs the insurance the most? Is it poor or middle class or rich? In case of poor people, he needs the health insurance since he has very less money at his disposal to bear the medical expenses. In case of middle class, he needs health insurance since he doesn't have more money, and health insurance is must from protecting from becoming poor, since the financial burden may weaken his backbone. Rich, he needs a medical insurance the most since he has more money, and the risk of losing his wealth will create more tension, which in turn may result in suffering for more diseases. So many people are dependent on him, and he needs to keep good health so that he can maintain his business and family. So this was just a joke. Basically, health insurance is must for everyone. Now, here are few fine prints which you must watch out for a health insurance policy, in a health insurance policy. And we have discussed earlier also, no pre-existing diseases are covered. There is a waiting period of 30 days. Most companies do not pay for naturopathy treatment. Expenses cosmetic in nature are not covered. Limits are applied on ambulance charges. Some companies apply limits on doctor fees, room rent, as discussed before. And as you can see, they may specify a percentage of sum assured which will be paid. This has been basically done to restrict the expenses because in many cases, as you know, in Mediclaim, the hospitals tend to bill you higher in case of any hospitalization. So this was done to cap the medical expenses. Again, some important do's and don'ts in health insurance policy. Filling up the proposal form is very important. Mention all details clearly, your smoking and drinking habits, or any pre-existing diseases, medical history. Normally what happens, people ask their insurance agent to fill up the form and they just sign it without looking what they have filled up. And this can be disastrous, as at the time of taking claim, it may not match and ultimately the claim may be rejected. So before signing the proposal form, mention everything very clearly. And suppose if you mention any old disease that you have and slightly you have to pay a higher premium also, then don't worry about it, because ultimately you would be covered under the policy. Otherwise, the claim would be rejected. Always keep the health ID card and related policy documents in a safe place and make sure that the family members must know about it. Fill the claim form very carefully. Any wrong information may lead to rejection of claim. Keep the TPA number in a prominent place so that you can contact them immediately. Take your health card and list of network hospitals along while you travel. You may have medical emergency at any time. And in case if you travel overseas also, you can use this policy also, or you can separately take a overseas health insurance policy also. Don't forget to lodge a FIR in case of accident. While getting admitted to a non-VETOC hospital, check that it fulfills the required criteria, because generally a nursing home must have a 15 inpatient bed and fully equipped OT with qualified staff. Many claims are rejected due to pre-existing diseases, whether known or unknown to the insured. So be very careful while giving details to your consulting doctor about your previous history. If the doctor writes anything about pre-existing diseases or simply pre-existing conditions, your claim may be rejected. So the health insurance policy is protected by the IRDA's Policyholders Protection Regulation 2002. So after you have submitted the claim to the insurance company, they are bound to settle the claim within a period of 30 days. And if they delay the payment delay in payment of claim, then they are liable to pay interest of 2% above the bank rate. And in case the insurance company rejects your claim, you can approach insurance ombudsman. So this is an informal way of getting a solution instead of going to a court. So when you apply to the insurance ombudsman, no lawyer is required. You can just simply go and submit a letter in a plain format, give the details of your policy, and then ombudsman will call both the parties and decide about the fate of the claim. And once ombudsman gives its decision, then it is bound for the insurance company to accept. But customer is not bound. They can again approach a higher court. You can also approach the grievance cell of IRDA for lodging complaints, again insurance companies. So while summing up, treat health insurance expenditure as a cost of your life. Treat it as expenditure without which you cannot survive. Remaining healthy is also a contribution to a family and society. So this topic is quite big, so it will not be possible to complete everything in this session. So my next series would be some frequently asked questions on health insurance. So there I will again cover some important questions which are generally in the mind of people. So maybe I would launch this series soon. So hope I would have been able to give you a brief overview about the health insurance practice in India, at the basic need, coverage, exclusions. It is better to have a brief idea so that when you go to purchase the policy, you are better informed. And for any more details, you can always send me an email or visit our insurance knowledge portal, bimabazar.com, or rmaindia.org is an NGO. And phone numbers are also there. In case of any issue, you can always contact me or send me a mail. So thank you very much for having been there for so long. Thank you.